Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have boundless energy and rarely get sick, while others struggle with constant digestive issues and fatigue? The secret might be simpler than you think, and it's probably sitting quietly in your pantry right now. When my doctor told me I needed to get more fiber, I rolled my eyes. It sounded like such boring, basic advice. Little did I know this overlooked nutrient would completely transform my health, energy levels, and even my mood in just a few short months. Today, I'm sharing everything I've learned about the fiber revolution that changed my life. Before we dive in, let me ask you, when was the last time you actually thought about the fiber content in your meals? If you're like most people, probably never. Yet this might be the missing piece in your health puzzle. My journey with fiber began about a year ago when I was dealing with constant bloating, irregular digestion, and energy crashes that left me reaching for coffee every few hours. I thought I was eating healthy, plenty of protein shakes, grilled chicken, and even some vegetables here and there. But something wasn't working. During a routine checkup, my doctor noticed my complaints and asked about my fiber intake. When I stared blankly, she explained that most Americans get less than half the recommended amount of fiber daily. It's not just about preventing constipation, she said. Fiber is connected to everything from your immune system to your mental health. I was skeptical but desperate, so I embarked on what I now call my fiber journey, gradually increasing my intake while documenting the changes. The results were so dramatic that I became somewhat of a fiber evangelist among my friends and family. Let's start with the basics. Fiber is the indigestible part of plant foods that passes through our digestive system relatively intact. But don't let the word indigestible fool you. That's precisely what makes fiber so powerful. There are two main types: soluble fiber, which dissolves in water to form a gel-like substance, and insoluble fiber, which doesn't dissolve and adds bulk to your stool. What amazed me most was discovering how fiber impacts virtually every aspect of our health. Most people know fiber helps keep you regular, but that's just the beginning of its benefits. First, fiber is your gut microbiome's best friend. Those trillions of beneficial bacteria living in your digestive tract, they feast on fiber. When I increased my fiber intake, I was essentially feeding these helpful microbes, which in turn produce short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation throughout my body. Within weeks, the chronic inflammation I have been experiencing, manifesting as joint pain and skin issues, began to subside. The gut-brain connection is real, folks. As my microbiome flourished with adequate fiber, my mood stabilized in ways I hadn't expected. The irritability and brain fog that I had attributed to just getting older diminished significantly. Research backs this up. Studies show that fiber consumption impacts the gut-brain axis, potentially influencing everything from stress levels to depression risk. Another remarkable benefit I experienced was better blood sugar control. As a self-confessed carb lover, I used to experience terrible energy crashes after meals. But soluble fiber slows the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing those spikes and crashes. Within a month of increasing my fiber intake, my energy levels became more consistent throughout the day. No more 3 p.m. slumps. Perhaps most surprisingly, fiber played a crucial role in my weight management journey. High fiber foods take longer to chew and digest, keeping you fuller for longer periods. They're also typically lower in calories by volume. Without actively trying to lose weight, I found myself naturally eating less and feeling more satisfied. Those stubborn 5 pounds I've been trying to lose for years, they melted away almost effortlessly. Cholesterol management is another area where fiber shines. Soluble fiber binds to cholesterol particles in your digestive system and helps remove them before they enter your bloodstream. At my 6-month checkup, my doctor was impressed by the improvement in my cholesterol profile. My LDL, the bad cholesterol, had decreased while my HDL, the good cholesterol, had increased. But here's what really convinced me. Research increasingly links fiber intake to longevity and reduced risk of major diseases. Studies show that adequate fiber consumption is associated with lower risks of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers, particularly colorectal cancer. By simply increasing my fiber intake, I was making an investment in my long-term health. Now for the practical part. How did I actually increase my fiber intake? The first mistake I made was trying to go from my low-fiber diet to 30 grams per day overnight. Let me save you the discomfort. Increase gradually. Your digestive system needs time to adjust. I started by adding just one high-fiber food to each meal. Breakfast became a bowl of oatmeal topped with berries and chia seeds instead of my usual protein shake. Lunch included a cup of lentil soup or a side salad with my sandwich. Dinner meant swapping white rice for brown or quinoa and adding an extra serving of vegetables. Snacks changed from processed granola bars to apple slices with almond butter or a handful of nuts. Water intake is crucial when increasing fiber. They work together. Fiber absorbs water in your digestive tract, so without adequate hydration, you might actually worsen constipation. I carried a reusable water bottle everywhere and made a point to drink before, during, and after meals. Another game changer was discovering the wide variety of delicious high-fiber foods. Some of my favorites include berries. Raspberries pack 8 grams of fiber per cup. Avocados. A medium avocado contains about 10 grams of fiber. Legumes. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas are fiber powerhouses. Chia seeds. Just 1 tablespoon contains about 5 grams of fiber. Whole grains. Oats, quinoa, barley, and brown rice. Nuts and seeds. Almond, flax seeds, and sunflower seeds. Fruits with edible skins. Apples, pears, and peaches. Dark, leafy green. Kale, spinach, and collard greens. I also learned to read nutrition labels, looking for foods with at least 3 grams of fiber per serving. And whenever possible, I chose whole foods over processed ones, even those marketed as high-fiber products, which often contain isolated fibers that don't provide the same benefits as naturally fiber-rich foods. Meal preparation became a fiber-focused activity. I discovered that adding vegetables to almost any dish increases its fiber content without dramatically changing the flavor. Smoothies became vehicles for hidden fiber with the addition of spinach, ground flaxseed, or chia seeds. Even my baking changed. I started substituting half the white flour with whole wheat flour in recipes. One of my favorite fiber hacks is what I call the bean boost. Adding a half cup of beans to soups, salads, pasta dishes, and even smoothies. White beans work well in fruit smoothies and you can't taste them. This simple addition can add 7 to 8 grams of fiber to any meal. The results of my fiber journey have been nothing short of transformative. My digestion is now predictable and comfortable. My energy lasts throughout the day without crashes. My skin is clearer than it's been in years. And perhaps most importantly, I feel like I've found a sustainable approach to health that doesn't require extreme measures or deprivation. For those of you interested in numbers, the current recommendation is about 25 grams of fiber daily for women and 38 grams for men. Most Americans get only about 15 grams. When I tracked my intake before making changes, I was getting a paltry 11 grams daily. Now I consistently hit 30, 35 grams without much effort. If there's one thing I've learned through this journey, it's that sometimes the most powerful health changes are also the simplest. Fiber doesn't have the flashy marketing of protein powders or the excitement of the latest superfood trend, but its impact on our health is profound and well documented. So I challenge you. Take a week to track your current fiber intake. Most nutrition apps make this easy. Then gradually work toward increasing it. Pay attention to how you feel as you make these changes. Your body might thank you in ways you never expected. Remember, every health journey is personal, and what worked for me might need adjustments for you. If you have specific digestive conditions like IBS or Crohn's disease, consult with a healthcare provider before dramatically increasing your fiber intake, as certain types of fiber might be better suited for your specific needs. Have you already experienced the benefits of a high-fiber diet? Or are you just starting your fiber journey? Click subscribe for more evidence-based health insights from my personal experiences, and comment below with your favorite high-fiber foods or any questions you have about incorporating more fiber into your diet. Your health transformation might be just one plant-based meal away.